staying cool today? All right, so my thought of the day is titled, How Special We Have It. So I'm going to get there in a roundabout way. Let me first by telling you a small incident that happened. Many of you have seen that I had broken my foot really about 2.5 months ago. And I was frustrated how I broke my foot. And I was reminded of that incident when I was talking to Shirley last week when she was telling me she was on a run and she fell and tumbled and she got mad at herself. And I thought it was interesting how she got mad at herself for doing something, the same type of thing I got mad at myself for doing something. And so let me tell you how I do break my foot. And so, as many know, I like to hike. I see Jack here, he hikes on some of these trails. And so I had hurt my foot, and I had scheduled for a doctor's appointment following Monday, right? Because it was hard to get in to see the doctor. So on Sunday, I thought, well, let me just do one more hike. Let me see if I can get by on my foot. It'll be okay. First mistake. If your foot hurts, don't go hiking along the way. So when I was hiking, so we were going along, this was a couple months ago, it was a little bit still raining out there, so there's a little stream of water. And so I had to hop over that stream of water. But I knew my foot really hurt. And so what I was so focused on is not really jumping and landing on my left foot or landing on my right foot. I was so focused on looking straight down that as I jumped over the creek, made it onto the trail, leaned left, and I ran straight into a tree. This branch, about this big, just knocked me straight down. I knocked myself down, I was like knocked straight over, blood gushing from my head, ended up having 6 stitches in my head up here. Had to go to the emergency room, 6 hours in the emergency room. The whole time this happening, I was just like fuming by how stupid I was to do something that dumb and to hurt myself and wasting all this time. And on top of it, then I had to explain to all my friends as to how I hurt my head and I ran into the tree. So how do you make sense of running into a tree, right? And so anyways, so hopefully you all can sort of see this, that you get mad at yourself. I mean, we should be mad at ourselves over significant things, but insignificant things where you can get healed and all, you shouldn't be mad at yourself. But anger was sort of eating at me for the next few days. But this is why Homeboy is so special. Coming into Homeboy a few days later really helped. And so let me kind of now shift a little bit and talk. And I was thinking about this. And so I was doing some reading again. And so here's sort of a reading about awe and surrender. So the spiritual journey is a constant interplay between moments of awe followed by a process of surrender to the moment. We must first allow ourselves to be captured by the goodness, truth, or beauty of something based beyond and outside ourselves. So how do I take all that? I take all that is that we can be in awe of the beauty around us and the relationships we have. Well, then we should surrender to not having anger rule us and drive us to think negative thoughts about ourselves. And I think what makes Homeboy really special is that we have this great community where people so humbly surrender as they move their life forward, as they want to do better, as they let their anger go. And so because we do this together in a family environment, it makes it that much easier just to shed that anger and move our lives forward. For me, it was about sort of just stop and beat myself up over doing something so stupid, breaking my foot and working that out. But finally, if we move forward in humility and we surrender, what's the real lesson is we see that God loves us no matter what. And that's the true lesson of all. So thank you.